So good to hear or see you. Not that we can, but maybe you're tuning in and listening to what we're saying right now. We are BCUC Talks. It's the very first one. Why is it called BCUC Talks?
Because we talk.
Yes.
And it goes with BCUC Chat.
Oh, isn't that clever? It's a brilliant idea of mine.
Mine.
So creative, I know.
100%.
That's right. It was Megan's idea. So Megan, thank you for this brilliant idea of having like a podcast version of BCUC Chats. Really?
Yep.
Isn't it? Okay, so who we've got here? Obviously my name, well, actually I haven't said my name. My name is Benji.
I'm Megan.
And I'm Bryan.
All right, so we're all here and we hope you're going to be super entertained, but not just entertained. What else are people going to be experiencing?
Oh, we got a bunch of segments, right?
Spiritual awakening.
A spiritual awakening?
Really, I think that's what we're
bad.
aiming for.
Yes, excellent. And what else, Bryan? What are we aiming for?
We got everybody to like and subscribe.
Yes.
Right?
And hopefully know a little bit more about what goes on at BCUC as well. Wouldn't that be one of the aims? Mm-hmm. Now, we've got a number of different segments that I've come up with, which I hope you all agree with. Maybe you've come up with some other ones. And we're not going to do all of them tonight.
Yes.
Today, we're going to be doing them unrolling. So this is monthly, isn't it? We're going to do this monthly?
Yes.
Okay. One of those is BCUC Chats highlights. We're going to read through well, not the whole thing, but take a highlight from there and show everyone about it. Tell everyone about it. What another segment we've got is Funky Flashbacks. That was my name.
Yeah,
Did
interesting.
you like that idea?
I did.
Yeah, but we don't know what that
means.
means.
So what that means is a flashback, something that's happened in the last month here at church, at BCUC.
Right.
Gotcha.
That we go, that was great. That was funky.
That was funky.
Fair enough.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Now, the other one is future favourites.
Ooh.
What do you think that could mean, Megan?
Ooh. I have no idea,
clue.
Benji. Why don't you explain it?
Oh, really? Is it that,
Yeah.
Is it that unobvious?
Please
Things that are
explain
coming
that
up
you're the
at
one who came up with
BCUC.
the names.
Yes. What's coming up at BCUC that we're very excited about?
Which apparently is your favorite.
Future favourites. Okay.
Future favourites.
And then
We can workshop the names later.
we can. And we can also get maybe some people making comments and sending in comments, and we can read those comments out.
If this goes well,
Like,
please like
subscribe,
it.
and comment.
We've also got another segment called Megan's Big Question.
Which we may not be doing tonight.
We're going to be doing that, aren't we?
We are
Maybe.
doing it? Okay.
Who knows?
We are doing tonight.
Yeah. And then we've got another segment. Do I have to keep talking here?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Because you're the one who came up with the names.
Yeah, Benji,
Right.
take credit. Take ownership.
Who's that? Now, it could be someone from the Bible. It could be someone from the church. So a little segment of, get to know someone somewhere. Another one is, I really like this next segment. Did you want to read this one out, Megan?
Bryan sings your favourite song.
Which is not going to happen.
That's
That's
going to be a
not
nice one.
going to happen
Oh,
because I'm a
that's just-
terrible
that's
Put
singer.
a poll up.
Yeah.
Get some
I'm
song
I'm a
suggestions
terrible
for
singer.
next month.
And on the schedule, he spelled my name wrong. He spelled it with an I.
That
So
brings-
you got the wrong Bryan.
There
The
are
Bryan-
a couple of Bryans here at this church, aren't
Exactly. So he
just-
could be singing
Just
instead.
to set the record straight for everyone that's listening right now, Bryan, you're Bryan.
No.
The Bryan that you are, is
Yeah.
it with a Y or with an I?
Take a guess.
I spelled it wrong, so it must be with a Y.
Exactly.
Why?
Because I'm special.
Okay, all right. All right. Thank you, Bryan. The next one is, I call this monthly slice of heaven.
Oh, yeah, I heard the pitch of it. It's interesting, but weird.
You
right,
want
let's
to
hear
call
it.
this cake of the week?
Cake of the week. I'm so curious.
So
Tell me about Cake of the Week.
I just realized. Did you realize that there's some wonderful cooks out there in our church, and every time we have something like a morning tea or something, that there's always beautiful slices or little cakes or cookies, right? Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
So I think each month we would highlight one of those little slices of heaven Do you see the play on words?
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
cookies
you know
have
what?
slices,
That's pretty
Benji.
cute. That's pretty cute.
Yeah.
I like that.
And we can even have it on our table and we can test it out. In fact, let's just do
I'm
this segment.
very on board. Yes.
You're on board with that? Let's test this
Amazing.
out right now. We haven't got any slices, but we're hoping that someone might bring some in. But Brian, if you just reach over there, here's my one for this week.
Oh,
I
we're gonna
grabbed
do
this
some
from the cupboard.
Yes, we
Food
got
ASMR.
slices.
We got Arnott's Premier Chocolate Chip Cookies.
By the way, we're not sponsored.
This is ASMR,
We're not
Benji.
sponsored by Arnott's.
With
Benji just likes his
If you're
cookies.
lucky, sometimes you get these on a Sunday morning
Yeah,
with your coffee, with your Bristol coffee, and or your hot chocolate. And I think they're pretty. Yeah, you can just eat it in the microphone. That's fine.
ASMR, people.
ASMR, sure.
ASMR. Is that what this is?
Yeah, ASMR.
All right. Not good.
Have you tried ASMR? Have you heard ASMR, Benji?
I was going to play
I
some
have
for
no
it,
idea
but
what that
I didn't
means.
Get around to it.
This is some. I was about to do it.
Back in.
Ready? Listeners, be
They're good, though.
uncomfortable.
I think they're a good chocolate
They are
chip
good.
cookie.
They're really good. Classic.
I don't know if you noticed that sometimes on Sunday mornings, cookies are out there and they go very quickly. Sometimes you get some kids, they come up there, they grab one, then they come back, they grab another.
Oh yeah, they sneak. Those little kids sneak and get them.
It's
They don't even
wonderful.
ask. They just go like.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is cute though.
It's good. All right, so that's monthly slice of heaven. I think that's
All
good.
right.
Good section. Good
Pretty
segment.
Pretty good.
Another one is, did you notice this notice? Okay, I don't know if you noticed, but there's actually quite a lot of notices in the church here.
That's crazy.
That's true.
So we're going to highlight a different notice and say, did you notice this notice? And maybe even talk about it. Brian, if you go over there, right there, yeah, back where those cookies were, there's something else. There's one of the notices here. Have you ever noticed this notice?
No.
What does it
Actually,
say?
I have seen it before. I
In
just
my
don't know
19
where.
years as a part of this church, never once.
No, I think
Now-
have I
this was here
noticed that
recently.
notice.
Now, this is really important for both of you to notice something. Where, if you're watching online, that's okay on the YouTube, but if you are just listening to this, you can't see what I'm holding up.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah,
Nobody
so
can see it.
it's all about us describing something, okay?
Right.
So can we describe this to the listeners out there?
Benji is holding a very small chalkboard that says, please take in hot pink writing with a little swish.
Yeah.
If anybody knows where that comes from, let us know in the comments.
It's on the give table just out there, and occasionally people bring like limes or fruits from their garden or something like that, and it says, please take. It's there as a giveaway for the congregation and those people who walk through the church. So I don't know if you obviously never noticed this notice,
No.
but now you have.
Wow.
There we go.
Yeah,
Good
that's
stuff. Powerful stuff.
All right. Well, let's go back to the top. What segment do you want to do first up?
Well, not me singing, that's for sure.
Really?
Yeah, no, not happening.
We'll end with that one. That's a
We're
great one to
not-
finish with.
Doing that.
He'll sing you a lullaby.
Yeah. Megan.
Megan.
Yeah, Megan.
Yeah, Megan, that's your name.
That's the section. Megan.
Megan.
Oh, it is a section. Megan's big question. Let's do that. Megan's big question. Okay, Megan. It's you were talking about how stressful it is right now
At uni?
at uni.
Oh, yeah.
Why is that?
It's beyond, Benji.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you.
Yes.
Exams are coming up.
Don't tell me. Tell the listeners.
There's
out there.
3
Yeah?
assignments
Yes.
every week.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Everywhere.
also 6 lectures to watch every week in your own time because everything's online now.
Never watched it, I'll be honest. Never watched any
no,
lectures.
No.
Never watched any of the
What would
lectures.
Jesus say about that?
Oh, well.
There's also heaps of reading to do. There's all these little online activities you have to do, as well as going to the workshop to do more activities on the same content.
Yeah, that's actual
There's a
pain.
lot.
That's a pain.
Wow. Okay. So, question. Maybe you've got a question in your head that's sort of percolating, forming about what does Jesus think about assignments, or how do you deal with stress?
How do you deal with stress?
Oh, is that going to
That's
be the
now
question?
my question.
How do you deal with lots of stress and with assignments? like loading up?
Hang on, I have a better one. How do you balance uni and stress from uni and still keeping your spirituality and keeping up to date with reading the Bible and journaling and whatever you do and going to church and stuff. Because I am ridiculously guilty of missing church for a good couple of months in a row because I have too many assignments.
She said it, people.
Yeah.
She missed on church.
All right. Well, good question. Good question. So, my take on this, right, is there's a couple of things. God gives us a Sabbath rest, okay? And sometimes it's actually, although it feels like you can't afford time to do it, maybe the rest is the best thing that you need to do to be able to work best in the non-rest times. So I knew a friend who was at uni when I was doing honours, and he was Christian, and he worked from 9 to 5. He just worked solidly from 9 to 5, and he didn't work either side of that. And he got really good marks, and he did it well. And he took the time to rest and take a Sabbath rest. When I was writing up my PhD, I was really trying to get it all done in a really quick way. I had to change my flight times 3 times, okay, to be able to put it off to get there. It was a real crunch time to get that. And when it came to Sunday, I would work. I'd wake up. I'd start work about 9:30 in the morning, and I would work through till 12:30 at night. And people would come. It depends on where I was staying. One stage I was staying with Nicole's parents, and they would bring me tea, bring me food, and I would just keep typing and doing everything. But when it came to Sundays, I took Sundays off, and it was good refreshment for me to be able to keep going and do the rest of the work better. That's just one little theory about it. There's another person who has a book called, or a title called "Too Busy Not to Pray." So the idea is that if life is too busy, then perhaps prayer is the best thing that you can do.
Yeah, okay. That's interesting.
So bring all your cares and your worries to Jesus, and He will sort out the rest, and it just refocuses you. So are you too busy not to pray?
Wow.
So, big question. Well done.
That's a good answer. Well done.
All right.
All right.
I'm just here. Just
Now
listening.
time for a little song.
Okay.
No.
Songs from Bryan.
No,
Okay.
we're not
All
doing.
right.
No, we're not doing
We've got
this.
an audience member out there.
Oh, yeah.
Favorite song.
No, that's not happening.
We're going to get our favorite song.
No.
And Brian's
Song
going to sing it.
suggestions.
No,
Song
I'm not
suggestions
singing.
from
I
the
don't know.
audience. Yeah. What do you want Brian to sing right now?
No, Aiden, please. For
I'm
the
feeling
record.
Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Somewhere over the rain.
That was great.
keep going. That's good. That's it.
I don't know the rest of the lyrics.
The dread in your face.
Bluebirds fly.
Oh, I do. Anyway,
All right.
moving on.
Well, that's a segment that we can all just look forward to.
Nope, never happening.
In the future.
What if Brian takes his own time to make a little mini music video? You could be like walking around in your garden singing, and then we just kind of clip it to the end of the podcast.
Beautiful.
First of all,
right.
creepy.
Okay, BCUC Chats. Let's get an article out of there and look at that. I was going to highlight the one that actually has got some great pictures there in the middle
Yeah.
of the Hakuna Matata choir.
Oh, yeah, they were fun.
Adorable.
They were excellent, and there's some really interesting quotes here
Yeah.
from the choir. Did you read any of those quotes?
No. What did they say?
Yeah, you have a look. It says, so this is quotes from the kids at the choir. You know, it was a great occasion when they came. So here's one. On children in the slums. School is from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. This is them being quoted, as the streets are not a safe place to be for children. And here's a quote from them on choir selection into the choir. You need to have attitude, academic results, and performance. They had really big goals, like I want to be a doctor, a lawyer, an architect, an interior designer. There's some other things. Oh, how about this one? Everywhere we go, people ask us about allergies And if we have any, we don't know about allergies. We don't get enough food to eat to worry about that. How do you feel about that?
Okay, that was a pretty messed up.
Yeah.
That was kind of a messed up one.
Yeah,
I've heard,
well,
like not knowing your allergies because they don't have
they don't
food
have
to
enough
eat.
food
That's
to
kind
test
of
to
weird.
find out.
Yeah. It just shows you the contrast, the differences. I remember for the ones that were staying with us, we were driving through Adelaide and they asked where the slums were. Where are the slums?
Wow.
Because each of the kids that came here were actually from the slums originally. And they've either...
Yeah, for this is kind of like an opportunity of a lifetime for them, right?
Yeah, definitely. So it was really wonderful to have them along, and it's great to see that article in chats. And there's lots of other great articles in there too.
Yeah.
So please.
Yeah, have a look at the chats.
All right, let's do a quick little stuff that's happened in the past. What are we calling that one? We're calling it funky flashbacks.
Yes.
Any funky flashbacks from you?
From this month?
Yes,
Oh, I don't know.
Brian.
I think the Hakuna Matata was a pretty big one.
I missed them.
For me, it was
they were so good
wasn't
though.
here.
For me, the funky flashback is from we had a welcome lunch, and it was great.
Oh,
having
I missed
welcome
that.
lunch.
Yeah, I missed that too.
All right, let's go. Future favourites. What are we looking forward? Oh, Easter was last as well.
Yeah,
in the last
Easter
month.
was nice.
Oh, I missed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I missed.
The Easter services.
I was away on Easter. That's all
That's
right.
nice, Brian. No one asked.
So-
Jeez! Oh my gosh!
Kidding. The Easter service was lovely.
Well, hopefully moving and motivating and inspirational as well.
Moving and motivating and inspirational, yes.
Thank you.
Not
Megan.
lovely. What a horrible word for me to use.
Thank you, Megan. All right. Now, what about a future favourite? What's a future favourite? What are we
I
looking
have no
forward to?
idea what's happening.
Yeah, why don't you tell us what's coming up, Benji?
Yeah.
That's a great question. All right. We're going to be doing a
Then
series
we'll
of
act
Megan's
each
big-
favourite.
So we're looking at the Acts of the Apostles, so the book of Acts. I'm going to be expanding it a little bit more to the ends of the earth. So the movement of the Holy Spirit that formed the church from Jerusalem to Judea to the ends of the earth. We're going to be looking through that. A number of our small groups have got little journals and they're exploring it themselves. So we're going to be doing it a chapter by chapter. We haven't done that sort of thing for a while, actually. So we'll hear some of the great stories of how the church grew, and you'll hear things that will hopefully be really relevant to us today and how we do church today, how the Holy Spirit might guide you right now in your life. I think we're starting to finish up now. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it sounds pretty interesting.
I think we actually got through almost all of our... No, one more thing. Who's that? Who's that?
What?
We've got a Who's That
Yeah.
segment.
And
Who are we talking
our
about?
character
I think we should
is...
Who is
start
that?
with Megan.
Megan. Hey.
Who's
Who is
Megan?
Megan?
Who is Megan? I'm Megan. I'm waving.
So
For
you're
the
doing...
people
do you
who
wanna
don't know,
know?
he's waving
Megan,
at
what are you
someone.
doing at uni?
I'm studying paramedicine.
Yes?
Shout out to Fergus, second year, for
Yeah.
pulling through. We'll see if I pass and get there as well.
Oh, are you getting some
So,
guidance
yeah.
from him as well? You getting some guidance from him as well?
Yeah. I'm copying down those assignments word for word.
Oh, that's fair.
Kidding. Jokes.
And Megan,
jokes.
how long have you been at this church?
I have been at this church since I was born. So since before the church was born. This church was born, not the church.
Oh,
In
right.
fact, I've seen a photo of you as a little girl helping to cut the ribbon.
Yeah. I
Oh, we're
remember
going to
that
show
day.
that picture
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Here
Right
we
on the
go.
stage.
Just kidding.
I
This very
remember
stage.
when they were drawing out the set for the playground and Bonnie and I were pretending to play on the playground before it was built.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Wow.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, what else? And last year you had a big trip.
I did.
Actually, you had a bit of...
Got a jumper out of it.
Got a jump out of it.
Yeah, you can't see it, but it's really cool.
For those who are listening, she's wearing a blue jumper which says, what does it say?
It says
UCA and Pro.
UCAPROK. So that's
What's that
Uniting
mean?
Church of Australia and Presbyterian Republic of Korea. I remembered it.
Oh, well done. So, Megan, the last question. Why is Jesus important to you right now?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, what a question to just throw at me.
Yeah.
Why is Jesus important to... Oh, gosh, Benji, I might have to get back into you on that one. That's that's going to take me 20 minutes to figure out.
Stay tuned for part 2.
Oh, well, I think once you've For starters, once you've grown up in the church and you've been a part of it, and it has helped you so much along the way, it's given you like so much good stuff. It's kind of impossible to let that go. At least I know some people do, but I think it's impossible to fully ever let that go. So that's just like the baseline of why I'm even here in the church. And then Jesus, I can't imagine not having Jesus, you know? Like, it's in the middle of the day, something's just gone wrong, and I just do a quick little prayer. I can't imagine not having that. So,
Beautiful.
that's the
There
quick
you have it,
answer.
folks.
That's a
There
great
you have
answer.
it.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Brian.
That's all good.
Are we tying up here?
Thank you,
Maybe.
Benji.
We need an outro.
We need an
some kind
outro?
of little song, Megan.
A
Megan
little
can
song.
sing now.
Oh, I think Brian wants to sing us a little song. We can put a
That's
little
all
fade
right.
out.
Or
That's
do we,
not
do
happening.
we finish with some white noise?
No, finish up
some
with an
ASMR.
ASMR.
All right, finish up with some white noise. I'm going to eat my cookie here. And
Benji,
what are
no
you
one
going
wants
to
to
do?
hear
Are
that.
you going to scratch the microphone now?
I'm going to scratch the microphone. Headphone users, this is a trigger
Headphone-
warning. This might be horrible.
Ear damage. Our sound guy says it's weird.
All right, like and subscribe. We'll see you next month.
Bye.